Welcome to the service clinic at Low Country Harley-Davidson. I'm Doc Harley. Today we have a 2016 freewheeler. Came in with no rear brake. Yeah, looking at the rear disc, it's all rust. There's no rear brake here. So we bring it in and apply the parking brake. It works. All right, so the parking brake is mechanical. It's not hydraulic, it's mechanical. It applies the rear brakes. So mechanically it's okay, but hydraulically we're not. So let's go to the front. So we take the lid off the master cylinder, and we have a tool here that measures how much condensation, how much water is in the .4. We put it in and it shows 2%. 2% is okay. So we've got pretty good condition rear brake fluid, but no hydraulics. We've got mechanical rear brake. So we bleed the system, of course. We bleed both sides, put it all back together, still no rear brake. So then we remember in 2016, the front brake and the rear brake are hydraulically connected. On the front brake, you have 6-piston caliper on both sides. And the middle puck here is actuated actually by the rear. So progressively, it adds front brake and rear brake when you're pushing the pedal down. So we found out that this line here had air in it and needed fluid replaced. So we bled this front, bled the rear, and now we have brakes for the rear and the front. I also want to bring up a point that it is very important that you stay on top of your brake system. .4 needs to be replaced every 2 years. Even more often if you live in a very high humidity area with a lot of condensation you find in your stuff at home or in your car. .4 absorbs water and then crystallizes and starts contaminating lines. And you come in for a brake fluid change and it starts escalating in cost. Case in point, we had a bike come in 2 weeks ago and the lever would not pull. I don't care how much we pulled, it would not pull. So we bled the system. It still would not pull in. We traced it back to the ABS unit. The ABS unit has a lot of little different lines inside here, and it connects the front and the rear, and the electronic solenoid in the back controls how much on off it does. When you do not keep your fluid at peak performance, these passageways can get all in condensation and crystallize and block. And that puts pressure on the back side, and the electronics try to work really hard at making your ABS system work, and it burns this out. They're two separate units. I know it's expensive coming in and having your motorcycle having the brake fluid changed front and rear on an ABS unit, close to $200. Yes, I know it is expensive, but it's also using the computer to help bleed the system, and that's a high controversial subject on the internet. But here at the dealership, have to use the computer to make sure that all the air is out of it and you service your motorcycle. When you don't take care of your brake system with an ABS system, the high cost of changing brake fluid escalates because this unit here, the mechanical side, is $400. The electronic part is $400, and you can almost count on, if this goes out, this is going to go out because this is working so hard because this won't let it work. So that's $800, then plus the labor, plus the fluid, and we're close to $1,000 when all you want to do was bring your bike in and have the brake fluid changed. I know a lot of you had your bike stored for the wintertime, you're getting it out for the season to start. Have your brake fluid checked. Have your brake fluid flushed. It has almost become as important changing your motor oil as to change your brake fluid because it can cost so much if you don't take care of the brake fluid. Just a little tech tip from Low Country Harley-Davidson. Take care of your brake fluid like you take care of your motor, and the expenses won't get this high. I'm Doc Harley. We'll see you next week.